Hi everyone, welcome to Everyday, your daily stop for virtual reality content. My name is Dee, and today we are checking out Mythos of the World Axis, which is a third-person game in which you explore an underground structure. This is one of the most highly rated games on Oculus Share, one of the only ones I haven't played already that's so highly rated. It's a 4.8 out of 5 on average, and it runs on the Oculus Rift Development Kit 2. It's created by a single developer out of Estonia, Pärnu, Estonia, by the name of Ats Kuravet. And he previously worked as a lighting intern for about a year at Crytek on Rise, Son of Rome, which is a big budget game. So, and as you can see from a lot of the screenshots of that work, he's done an awesome job with lighting. So that's what I expect to see in this experience as well, is some beautiful lighting and beautiful artistry. Just to get a couple things quickly out of the way, yes, my hair is now brown instead of purple. I like this color. I think it's pretty. And I did pre-order my Oculus Rift. I got it at about 20 minutes after pre-orders opened. Unfortunately, there were issues with the website that delayed my order and pushed me into April instead of March 28th, which is okay because they're going to get some people, some scalpers and stuff out of the pre-order line, so I might move up to March 28th. And if I don't, I can wait a couple weeks. It's not a huge deal. And without further ado, I'm going to jump into this game. I've got my Xbox 360 controller that I'm going to be using. It is highly recommended for this title, according to the Oculus Share page. And I'm ready to go. Let's roll. All right, here we are. Mythos of the World Axis. We've got this swinging chandelier right in front of us, drawing our attention. Then we look down and see this guy with a torch in the distance in the hallway. Really, those are the focal points here. And I can look around. I can see pillars on all four sides of me. We've got these dust particle effects falling down around me, and they have a very strong stereoscopic effect because they are all over the room. This has become a bit of a cliche in VR at this point to have dust particle effects because it looks so great in stereoscopy. But it kind of actually makes sense in this case because we are, in a dirty, dusty underground dungeon. Or so it would appear. Anyway, I'm going to press X to start, not examine the menu forever. Let's roll. Oh, he turned around. He's leading me into the dungeon. Wait, am I playing as this guy? Is that what's going on here? The sounds in this are great. My understanding is that he used a lot of existing assets from the Unreal Engine asset collections, which is perfectly reasonable. It's a single developer building out a whole experience. This is like the whole dungeon in miniature. This is so cool. Can I move? Holy shit, I'm the guy. Oh, my controller is rumbling as he walks. I can walk, I can run. This is so cool. This guy looks like he's like the size of an action figure or a G.I. Joe. He's like 2 or 3 inches high. And that's what all this stuff looks like it's miniature. And I can see like the future levels all around me, but they're in darkness right now. I guess because I haven't unlocked them yet, or the developer hasn't implemented them yet. Let's go ahead and walk, or maybe because I just haven't brought the torch close enough yet. You must light the fire at the altar. Okay. How do I do that? Oh, this fire. Oh, look at this. Oh, the guy's right there. I can lean right in and look at him in detail. This is amazing. This reminds me a lot of Lucky's Tale. Lucky's Tale also had a very small protagonist who was kind of toy-sized, walking around in a world that completely surrounds you, and you control him with the controller. Lucky's Tale obviously is a platformer, a lot more cartoony and cute. This is more of a realistic style, which shows that the same idea can also work in this setting. Jump! This kind of is a platformer. Oh, this is so cool! Like, this guy is like 8 inches from my face right now. And look at these beautiful shadows. Like I said, this guy is a specialist in lighting, so we can expect some beautiful, beautiful lighting. Press Y to leave marker. The tutorializing in this demo is also great. Cool. Oh, look at that. There was some weird stuff going on between my two eyes with that portal, but it is a beautiful shiny green portal, and it's actually lighting up the whole environment. Oh, this is so cool. It's actually using all 360 degrees. Like, I love how, like, some games, like some VR games will have you just constantly like use your right stick to rotate the environment so that you can face the or it'll auto rotate the camera as the character moves. Lucky's Tale has a fairly intelligent camera that follows the player as it moves around, so that you're always about the same distance away. But honestly, I really like this idea of just having the viewpoint be completely static. It's like you're just standing here or sitting here in the middle of this environment, and the character just walks all around it, right by you. Can I light these on fire? Well, no, but I can make the green thing be over here. Press B to warp the marker. Let's try that. B. Oh, I can teleport. I am a fan. I can teleport to any place I've been before. Cool. If I jump off the side, do I get restored to my teleportation place? Let me try it. And Geronimo! Bye-bye! Nope. It just restarts the whole damn thing. Okay, it seems to have reset me when I did that, so let me just jump off the edge again while I'm looking straight ahead. I'm sure there's a button for reset, but I don't know exactly what it is. Alright. Here I go. I'm going to be a bit more careful this time. Oh god, I ran into the crates. Well then. Okay, let's try and be more careful. One more reset. I think this beacon in the upper right here is actually my final destination. And I like how they put the final destination close to the beginning point so you can see both of them, so you kind of know where you're going to. That's a very nice convention. This guy has a lot of great intuition for game design, I think, which is a surprise to me, because considering his primary, professional engagement was simply in lighting, but he seems to know a lot about tutorials, about game design, about all kinds of stuff. And I love how when I walk away, the tutorial disappears, but if I need it again, I can just go back. Look straight in the real world and press the back view button to recenter. Oh, okay. So anytime I want, I can manually recenter it. So if I wanted him to be in front of me now, I could just go like this. Boom. And this is really nice. I like how they did this just as he starts to get off to the side. So if you were in a chair that can't turn like mine, you would learn this at the very moment that you need to know it before it's too late. All right. Let me see. Get off there, barrel. I don't need you. It bounced. Physics. Are we gonna have physics puzzles? Oh, look at this little guy. He's walking on the thing and around the other thing. And the lighting is doing an amazing job of revealing the level as you go. And the rest of the level is just shrouded in darkness, waiting to be discovered. It really feels like a very exploration-focused game, and it has such a different atmosphere from something like Lucky's Tale, where, in Lucky's Tale, everything is bright and cartoony. You can see the whole world from a mile away. Sometimes there's a mountain, and you have to go through the mountain before you can see what's on the other side. But for the most part, it's not mysterious. It's not it's not dangerous. It's like a Mario game. But this is a very different kind of atmosphere, and I really like this. Oh, I have to look around to see where I'm going. Such good use of positional tracking. Hey, guy. So if I fell out here, I would have to climb all the way back up there. I don't want to do that. This is cool. It's very hard. It's very hard to don't be afraid to take a closer look. Oh, that's quite handy in this case, because he was starting to get a bit far away from me. So it's interesting that there's this conflict in VR games between kind of having things move behind other things and outside of your view, and keeping track of where they are, not letting your player character lose their player, and at the same time allowing you to have this complex environment that they're moving through. And I think this is a good trade-off where you can lean around just enough to see all the doorways that you're passing through, and it might get a little bit fatiguing with extended play, but right now I am a big fan of this. Okay, don't be afraid to take a closer look. It's reminding me I can lean in to get a good look at my character and see what I'm doing. Do I want to jump here? Jump! Run and jump! Oh god. Oh god. Platforming. No! Okay, it's okay. I survived. Why did I not set up a teleport spot? That would have been helpful in this case. Okay, it's okay. I'm gonna remember this time. Oh god! Well then. Okay. Do not fall in the pit. Whatever you do, don't fall in the pit. Hey, little guy. Look at him with his little cloak. I don't even know if it's a guy. But you're a little cloaked person. Reminds me a bit of Bobbin from Loom. Except he wouldn't have a torch, would he? He would just cast his spell to see in the dark. Okay, let's get up here. This time, I am going to, before I go out on a ledge, just leave a teleport spot back here. There we go. Oh, look at how shiny it is and how it lights up this whole little room. That is beautiful. And it actually helps me to see more. Let me reset my viewpoint here. It actually helps me to see more because I can, let me get a little closer. There we go. Because I can use that green light to see the environment better. All right, jump! Made it. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a tough jump. Can I do it? Can I do it? No, I can't! Oh, luckily I landed on an invisible floor. All right. And one more try. Let's do it. Come on. Come on. Damn it! All right. I can do this. I am good enough. This platforming, games like Mario put a lot of work into making their platforming feel very natural and predictable, and so you kind of know exactly how far you can jump and how the mechanics work. I made it! And this game could use a little polish in that area. All right. Okay, I'm over here at this other building. Do I just fall onto the staircase here? Whee! I do. All right. Got a little bridge. I just love how the character is effectively moving all around me, and the stage just completely surrounds me. Okay, I'm coming up here. Hey, little guy. I like your torch. Is the character watching me, or is that my... No, I don't think the character's watching me. In Lucky's Tale, one of the cute things they did is if you look towards Lucky or you lean in close to him, he'll actually look up at you and wave and be friendly. I don't think this character is actually engaging with me in any way. I am just controlling it. All right. I think I have to jump across there and light this. Oh god, no! Well then. I'm not a big fan of this permadeath thing where every time I fall in a pit I have to go back to the beginning, but at least I'm getting better at it as I go. So it's not so bad to retrace my steps. It's not a super long demo. But obviously, you would want more checkpoints in a full game. Whee! Get around there. It's hard to describe just how different this is from playing a regular platformer experience, when everything looks like when you're controlling this little miniature guy and walking around this miniature dungeon. It feels like we're playing with toys to the next level. It's like, you know how you always have there are those shows and those dreams about toys coming to life. And I should make a portal. Just in case. There we go. No! No! Come on! Make the jump. There we go. And this is what this feels like. It feels like I am playing with my action figures, and my action figures are like some kind of super futuristic action figure that I can control with a remote control, and they look like actual realistic little people. And it's just kind of mind-blowing. Like the realistic cloth physics and everything. Like there's no action figure that would be capable of this kind of incredible dynamic animation. All right. Do I have to jump on the rock first? I'll figure out what to do. Don't you worry. Obviously, I have to do something, because this is the only... Wait a minute. Or do I? Surely I have to do something with this. Maybe this is just like a little scenic lookout, and I'm actually supposed to just keep going. Let's give that a shot, see how it goes. Do. And you can see how my character's getting a bit far away now, but it's still pretty clear to see what's going on. It starts to get harder, though, as we get up to this part. I can still see my character walking, but I can't really see the ground or his feet, so I'm kind of afraid he's going to fall off. Come on. There you are. I feel like I should stand up for this part to see where my guy is going. I can... I just hit my head on my loft bed. So I guess I won't be doing that right now. Okay. Let me see here. Got a little gap. Let's make the jump. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Well, it looks like we're in for a fun time. I'm going to beat the stage. I don't care what... Oh, no! All right. Wait, am I alive? How am I alive? Whatever. I must have, like, landed on a crate and not touched the ground. This is obviously a very early demo. I don't even know if this is ever going to be a full game or if it's just like a fun project that the artist did in his spare time, but it is very, very cool. I just love this concept. It's a really compelling demonstration of how third person can really work well in VR. And come on, get in there. Get in. And of how to use positional tracking to kind of to help you to navigate an environment by looking around obstacles. This teleport mechanic as a kind of quick save is interesting. And it works pretty well with this kind of thing because you can see exactly where you're going back to and you can see it as it happens. Oh, come on. Oh, I can do it while I'm jumping. That's handy. So next time I fall into the pit, I should just activate that right away. Why didn't I... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, I'm going to remember that. And next time I'm falling into a pit, I'm just going to use my B button to save my ass. All right. I got a plan now. I'm not afraid anymore. Wait, what is down here? Is that a little gate? It's a little gate. That's cool. All right. Let's reset here. Now, if I were playing this by myself in my... Like, I've got a lot of stuff in right now. I've got my headphones in. I've got my mic in. I've got my DK2 in. So it's a bit difficult for me to turn my chair 180 or 360. But if I were just playing this with just my DK2, I could probably just, like, spin it all the way around and be able to navigate this whole level without ever resetting the camera, which I think is a very cool possibility to have. Especially with the consumer Oculus Rift, which is going to have a 4-meter cable, about twice as long as the Oculus Rift DK2s. All right, let's roll. And you know, like, mobile VR is great. I love Gear VR, but wires are not as big of a problem as people make them out to be. If your wire is just kind of long, you can still walk all over the room throughout the entire range of the sensors. And, you know, there's the risk of, like, tripping over them or getting wound up in them, and that does require a little bit of care. But once you get used to it, I think it's not the end of the world. You can get accustomed to kind of knowing where that wire is and knowing how to step so that you don't happen to trip over it too much. But it'll definitely be a big improvement when we can do full wireless VR. What do I want to do here? Not that. Whew. I cannot see what I'm doing. I cannot even see what I'm doing. It's too dark. Take a jump! Just have to take some leaps of faith to properly see where I'm jumping to. Oh, I love that effect. I love seeing it up close. This is so cool. Okay, I'm gonna reset again. There we go. Okay. Looks like there's some kind of thing to the side here. Can I land on this? I can. Okay, that's useful. All right. Damn it. Okay, I should probably put the spot a bit closer. Whee. Okay. And damn it. Okay. Yeah, this is a lot better now that I know that I can actually teleport while falling. So I don't have to reset the level constantly. All right. What's going on up there? There's like blue rocks and lights in the sky. I didn't even notice this before. All right. Anyway, let's go. I like the environments. The music gets a little bit repetitive. I just kind of hear the same kind of droning over and over again. Come on. Do I want to jump like down here? It's a good thing I put my teleport spot up there and not down on that thing. Okay. Yeah, it's easy to screw yourself over in this, because if you put your teleport spot in the wrong spot, then you can't actually continue the level. Okay. Whee! It might work better if there were like auto teleport spots you activate as you get to them, like checkpoints. Damn it! Okay. Do. Okay, there's my next platform. I had to kind of look around this one to see the next one. And jump! Damn it! Almost. Alright. So cool to see my little guy just make that jump and barely land on the platform. And, oh, damn it. Gonna have to do that again. And again. Come on. Why am I so bad at this? It definitely helps in platformers in general to have stereoscopy and to have this correct FOV and sense of space and size that you do in VR, because you can more accurately judge distances just like you do in real life. And you can and you can you have this intuitive sense that you develop very quickly for how far your character can jump and how that corresponds to distances in the environment. And it makes it a lot easier to pull off jumps without needing a lot of very explicit guidance with regard to things like distance from 3D cues in the world, because you get that 3D sense of depth just from the stereoscopy. So if I fell here, I would be back at the beginning. That would be bad. So I can do that. I can be like, whee, I want to start the whole thing over. Except I don't. All right, let's reset. Now I'm going to come up here. Got my finger on the B button just in case I walk off the edge like an idiot. All right. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. And this is it. This has got to be the end. Let's be careful now. I have to actually use my positional tracking again to see my guy as I walk back there. And here we are. Oh god. Why do I have teeth? I'm a monster? Oh god. Oh, this is freaking me out. I have teeth attached to my face and red eyes. Apparently I'm a monster. Jesus, get out of there. Run away. Run away. You've got to get back to the beginning. You've got to get out before I eat you. I'm not a good person. You need to get out. Get out. Don't get stuck on a crate. Get out. I did not expect this turn of events. I need to escape. Where's my escape? I can't get out this way. Oh god. I don't know how. I don't know how to escape. Oh boy. Oh, now the little torch is lighting up the inside of my mouth. Ah! Jesus Christ. What the fuck was that? Well, okay. So this has been Mythos of the World Axis, and I've got to say that was... It's really interesting, because in most VR experiences, you take on the viewpoint of the protagonist, of the main actor in the world, whereas in this case, it's a third person game, so the main actor was outside of us, and we actually took on the role of the monster that was trying to eat the player, and it's very disconcerting to find yourself thrust into the role of something terrifying that your own player is actively fleeing from. That is a really nice twist. And like if you get anybody to play this game, like I've spoiled this for all of you guys now, but if you get anyone to play this game, like just tell them, oh, it's like a third person game with a little dungeon exploration. Don't even tell them about the ending, and just see how they react, because that freaked me the fuck out. That was amazing. And, you know, there was a little bit of a hint at it with this, like, dangerous-looking chandelier with, like, the pointy things that are much like the monster's pointy teeth. But there was otherwise no hint that there were any kind of monsters involved in this world. Mythos of the World Axis. And I'm gonna jump in and talk a little bit more about it. I wasn't sure at first whether this guy was my player character. I figured it out before I got into the game. But it took me a minute. And I only knew really because it was a third-person game. I thought this might be like a mysterious stranger or like a mentor or like a villain. But this is actually the hero. I love how they really encourage you to use a lot of different directions that you look. One of the big challenges in VR games in general is that if you put a VR headset on a traditional gamer's head, they will just look straight ahead the whole time. They'll be like, okay, this is okay, I guess. I mean, it's 3D, I guess. What's the point of this? They don't get it that you're supposed to look around you. And there are games that really encourage you to look around you. Like this one where, like, basically the moment that you jump off that platform, you can no longer look straight ahead. You have to look down. You have to look over to your right. And they don't even teach you about the reset mechanic until you get all the way over here, until you absolutely need it. So they are kind of forcing you from the beginning to use that head motion. I also like that they teach you about the teleport mechanic, or I guess the quick save mechanic before you get too far in the level, so that you don't get frustrated with having to restart the level. It took me a little bit, like you noticed, to figure out that I could use it, even when I'm falling to my death. And if I realized that sooner, it would be less frustrating of an experience. Maybe if, like, the first couple times I fell, it, like, automatically pressed the B button. Or maybe, like, whenever I fall, if it just pressed the B button for me. Because, you know, I'm always going to want to not die. All right. And this is a very interesting choice, to have these doorways where if you just look straight ahead, you're like, where's the doorway? I can't see where the doorway is. You actually actively have to use positional tracking to lean around and see where you're going to have your guys successfully walk through here. I mean, you could kind of just move up and down until you find the opening, and that's an alternate way to do it. But I like the idea that they really use that positional tracking. Oh, I actually made the jump that time. I feel like I'm developing skill with this game. Like I said, like, you have this very strong sense of distance and scale in the VR world, and so pretty much all I have to get a feel for is the mechanics. Like, when I press the jump button, when I'm running at full speed, how far do I go? And once I get a sense for that, everything starts to just feel intuitive. It starts to feel like child's play. And that's one of the things that's really exciting about VR is all this intuition that you gather in the real world. You know, when you play basketball, when you throw things in the waste bin, or when you know, any case where you're trying to judge distance accurately in order to accomplish something, you could transfer. Oh, God. I should have activated another portal. Any case where you judge distance accurately is something that'll transfer into this experience. And I think that's a big part of what VR is, damn it, all about, is taking your real world experience and just transferring it more of it into the game setting. And the more you start to get more and more compelling VR with hand tracking, with room scale, the more and more of that real world experience transfers over. Like, you know, if you take like some random person who's just never played any sort of video game before, and you give them Call of Duty and, you know, oh Jesus, that was close. And, you know, an Xbox controller. I don't know if Call of Duty's on of course it is. And you give them an Xbox controller and you just tell them, you know, play this game. And, you know, the tutorial will teach them everything they need to know about how to use the controls. But it takes time, and they have to go through it one thing at a time. And even then, there's still... Damn it. Why am I not making more portals? Even then, there's still... I like how this game gives you this brief moment of panic every time you fall into a pit and you have to save yourself. But you're never really in any danger. Although you do lose progress because you're never sure how far back you made that portal. Although you could just spam portals everywhere you go just to be safe. I probably should do that right now. It's a bit hard to see where I'm going up here. This is one part where it's helpful to actually move your head up so you can get a better vantage point. All right. Get up. Damn it. I'm not sure how I feel about these parts where your character is entirely occluded and you can't really help, but, you know, trust in your... Oh, there goes the barrel. Trust in your intuition. And jump! Full speed. And... oh, I just love that effect. I'm tempted to just keep jumping off this cliff just so I can see that effect as it flies back through the air. So cool. But yeah, like someone who's... But someone, if you gave the same person, like a VR shooting game, and you just gave them a VR, you know, a gun controller, and you said, you know, point it at the enemies and pull the trigger, like literally anybody can do that. There's no tutorial that's necessary for that. If aiming is a matter of, you know, crouching your body, turning around to face the enemy, and then you hold the thing up to your face and pull it, pretty much anybody can do that. There's no tutorializing, there's no training involved, you just do it. And likewise, if you have, you know, an exploration game, a detective game, an adventure game where you're going around picking things up or trying to use things on other things. And, you know, a lot of that is just going to transfer directly from real life as well. Like, where in real life, I'm sure, like, if you ever, like, lost your keys, you were, like, you know, looking all around your environment. You were picking things up. You were looking in drawers. And I think that's what adventure games are going to be like in room scale VR. You're going to be like, you're going to have drawers and you walk up to them and pull them open. Oh, I got on the post. Just going to make my portal up here. Whee. And you're and I think it's going to be a lot like that in VR adventure games where you can really transfer that experience where you look around a location and really explore it and dig through it and do the same thing with fictional locations you've never seen before. All right, let's do this. Come on. I feel like sometimes I'm doing better the second time around, sometimes I'm sucking worse. All right, reset again. Okay, we're almost there. I'm going to turn into the monster again. I don't want to turn into the monster again. Oh, this is so scary. Like, this game was not, like, you know, this is a foreboding atmosphere. It's a dark, damp place. But it didn't feel scary until that monster came out. That was terrifying. All the more terrifying because I was literally the monster. I wonder if that was the proper way to end it. Is there a way for this guy to survive? I am curious. I am actually curious. Come on, get down that walkway. Oh god, I'm the monster. Okay. Okay, you need to get out. You need to get out. You need to stay away from the monster. But you can't stay away from the monster because if that would involve me looking away from you. And I can't platform if I'm looking away from you. This is the inner conflict I experience. Ah! Shit. Get out of there. There's no time. Can I get out this way? I can't get out that way. Can I get out this way? Oh, Jesus Christ. Maybe I need to make it back to the gate. There's no way to make it back to the gate. Can I climb up here? I don't think I can climb up here. Is this on a timer, or how does this work? I don't understand. Oh, and my controller's just vibrating over and over and faster. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Just get out. Just get out. Stop tripping on things. You need to get out. And this is the part where he got eaten before. Okay, he's surviving a bit longer this time. I have faith. I have faith. I can survive. I can survive. Come on. Please don't get eaten by me. That sounds like a weird thing to say. Please don't. Please don't do it. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, I'm running out of time. Suddenly time matters. I thought this was just a leisurely stroll where I could fail as many times as I wanted. But it's not. It's not so leisurely anymore. Oh, boy. Just survive. All I need to... Oh, Jesus. All I need to do is survive and not get too close. I need to pull back so I'm farther away because I'm the bad guy. Pull back. Pull back. Oh, there's got to be a way out. What about this gate? Can I go through the gate? I can't go through the gate. What if I activate this lantern in the middle? Will that somehow defeat me? I mean, the enemy, who is me. This is so confusing. I need to get across. I can't activate it. Oh god, I don't know what to do. I don't want to be the monster anymore. I don't want to be the monster. Alright, I think there's probably only one thing I could do here, which is to leap into the monster's mouth. I think that's the only way to win this game. I'm not sure how that's a goal. Alright, let's do it. And jump! So, this has been Mythos of the World Axis. Let me know what you think of this experience. It's definitely one of the best DK2 experiences I've tried out. I can see why it's so highly rated on Oculus Store. It's very distinctive, very different in its playstyle and its camera angles from anything else I've seen. And it gives you a taste of what Lucky Still will be like, which will be packaged with CV1, although obviously the atmosphere is very different in this game. That is all for today. Let me know what other games you want me to play. I'm going to upload some of my backlogged Zelda and Telos Principle vids. That will be back to my old hair because I recorded them earlier. And let me know any questions you have about the Rift. If you wanted my thoughts on the price, I would love for the price to be lower to increase adoption, but Oculus is already putting it out there at pretty much the lowest price they possibly can based on the design they came up with, and I think they came up with a good design, so I'm not too upset about the price. And I'm hoping down the line we're going to see a lot of these starting to be sold used, and then you'll be able to get your hands on one a little bit cheaper. And if you live in another country, you're probably going to be able to get your hands on it a bit cheaper when you get them in retail, because the taxes and shipping will not be quite as bad. Anyway, let me know any other demos you want me to try. I'm leaning towards DK2 demos right now because my Gear VR has gone a little bit missing. I have one at work that I can borrow if necessary. I'm at some point I'm going to upgrade to the consumer Gear VR and upgrade my phone to the Note 5. That should have some more horsepower for recording and playing Gear VR titles at the same time. And let me know other stuff you want me to play. Let me know if you have any suggestions. And I will try to update more often as well. That is all for today. And everybody have a great every day.